This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I am here at Toronto's Spoke Club with an array of artisanal rosé and a winemaker, Monsieur Romain Ott, who is joining us from Château, Léoube, down on the coast of Provence. How are you, sir?
Yeah, well, thank you.
Now, I've actually interviewed someone from your winery before, some 6 years ago, but for those of our viewership who are unfamiliar with Château Léoube, would you mind telling us a little bit about its history?
Château Léoube is 560 hectares of land in a protected area in front of the sea with 3 or 4 kilometers of coast protected, where we cultivate 70 hectares of vines and a traditional wine making and vine growing process, organic certified, mainly producing rosé and also white and red, in really traditional way to keep specific style of our own style of rosé making.
Now, you are a 4th generation winemaker. Can you remember your first experiences of witnessing both winemaking and the consumption of wine?
My first a long time ago. Winemaking, my first experiences were in Bordeaux for training, and my first real experience was in Château Léoube in 2000 when I started 17 years ago. About consumption, I've always drunk balanced wine first, which is for me the most important when you drink a wine, to just have balanced wine and enjoyable wine. That's most important.
When do you feel a child should be first introduced to the pleasures of the world of wine?
Sorry?
When do you feel a child should be introduced to the pleasures of the world of wine?
I've always been in a winemaker family, so it's probably the logical thing for me. I decided to become a winemaker. I was 15. Before this, I didn't know exactly what to do, but always something linked with food and yes.
And so you knew that from quite an early age. Can you remember your first taste of wine?
Probably with my parents, rosé tasting, of course, near the sea, because we were close to the sea too.
Now, rosé has really taken off, especially in the minds of wine appreciators the world over. And this explosion in rosé has been felt quite seriously in Provence, has it not?
Yes, because Provence is probably the first region which produces rosé. We consider the rosé exactly as a white wine. It's our first production, our flagship is on the rosé. We don't only produce rosé to concentrate the reds or to have a few bottles of quickly sold wine. It's just the base of our production is on the rosé. It's very important for us, for all the area. All the area produce 90% of rosé. Château Léoube, 80% of the production is dedicated to the rosé. Rosé making had good improvement, and a lot of people made a lot of effort on the quality. So probably that's why people now, consumers, consider the rosé wine as a real wine. Maybe instead of just a summer wine. There are serious wine, funny but serious wine. That's really important.
How would you describe the overarching philosophy of Château Léoube and how it relates to what one finds in the glass at the end of the day?
Château Léoube, we had to define the style of the wine, really based on the fruits we can have, the balance first. It's a traditional wine making process, just to at the end get the best of the fruit and have the best balance on the tasting. So Château Léoube is probably really close to the vines. Sorry, it's a pure translation, but
No, I understand.
the aim
Yes,
is to
yeah.
get the best of the fruit, to get the best in the wine, and to have the most balanced wine as possible. Again, that's the most important for me.
What is the importance of following the organic route for you?
Being certified organic didn't change anything for us. We already were organic, and it's just the traditional way, and for me the right way for cultivation and winemaking. It's just attests to the customers what we do and how we work. It's important just because it's the respect of the plant and nature, of course, but the respect of the product.
Tying into the organic question, what are the biggest challenges when it comes to making quality wine in the location that you are placed?
We are lucky to be located so close to the sea and in a so beautiful area with the climate and the beautiful schist terroir. So I won't say it's easy, but
you're very fortunate.
more you respect the plants, more you respect the growing of the plants, you will have the best back from it, from the whole vineyard. Just being careful on what you produce, what you do, what you spray, if you give good things to plants, she will give you some good things back, some good fruits. So most part of the job is done on the vineyards.
And you grow only traditional varietals for the region?
We mainly use Grenache and Cinsault for the base of the blends of the rosés, Syrah and Mourvèdre also, and a small amount of Cabernet Sauvignon in specific cuvée. That's for the rosé, sorry. But we also grow Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc and Merlot, but for specific cuvée. Probably out of the IOC, but good wines, very good wines, thanks to the terroir and the climate we have. And we also grow some Sémillon and Roll and Uni Blanc, which are the three main varieties used in Provence, even if a lot of people use Vermentino.
Yes.
Not far from 100% Vermentino, but I prefer using Sémillon.
I was intrigued to see that you made a sparkling rosé.
We also produce, yes, a sparkling rosé. It was, I would say, special request, and I had to find a way to produce it on the traditional, of course, but on the style of Léoube wines, not heavy, not too strong, not sweet wine, just well-balanced wine, and again, serious wine but easy to drink. That's why I used Cabernet Franc in, and a small part of Cinsault, just to balance and to have balanced wine and just balance, just enjoyable wines.
Now back to the rosés. One thing that sets your rosés apart from many of the others from Provence is you allow them to go through a malolactic fermentation. What is your reasoning behind that?
I prefer using malolactic because I think that it gives you more creaminess on the mouth and maybe more stable wine in the time. Rosé can be drank all along the year. So it's important for me to have the same wine from the beginning of the release of the vintage to the next year to enjoy it even in winter, because it works very well in winter as an aperitif too. Malolactic gives some roundness on the mouth, and it's for me important. Maybe we have a less acidic wine, but maybe more bodied and more creamy on the mouth.
And traditionally, what would you be eating with your range of rosé here?
Of course, Provençal food, all the exotic food, Asian food, Moroccan African food and seafood, carpaccio and ceviche, lamb with a rosé match very well.
It's actually a lot more versatile than many. Well, when you get a more gastronomic rosé, it's a lot more versatile than many people would imagine.
Yes, but the important thing on a wine, when you choose a wine, is just to match very well with the food and to have enough delicate wine, but structured enough wine to really pair to the wine.
Yes.
To the food, sorry. So if the wine is too strong, you won't feel the food, and if the food is too strong, so the aim is again to match as the best as possible.
Romain, thank you very much for joining us today at Good Food Revolution. We've been really enjoying these rosé on what I think is going to be one of the first pleasant weekends of the summer here in Toronto. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye for now.